should probably put the fucking microphone on. You're Z, you gotta lower that. What's going on, fam? I'm late. But what else is new? What else is new? Hi, Chinche. Hi, Romilda. Arizona tea and gummy bears for everyone. My guy been going to the store for us for like 3 years. You heard? Ay, ay, ay. Hi, Shayna. I love them gummy bears too, man. I just love it here. Hi, Deb. Always chill, fun, and real vibes. I appreciate that because my real life is chaotic as fuck. What they say? Sending you love and light. Sending you love and light. I think we all got a little bit of all of that. I think we all got a lot of all of that in our lives. Definitely. Hi, Angel Vibes. What treats you got tonight? Because last night I was craving Twizzlers and Twix. Today I got water. Because I'm not even going to hold y'all. I've been doing a lot of cheating as of lately. When I was a kid, I wasn't really like a candy person. And now that I'm damn near pushing 40, I'm like, got a candy tooth. That's a bad thing. Hi, chosen one. We got something special here. We sure do. We sure do. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, chosen one. Did I say that? Yo. Low key, I am a firm believer that is more than Mercury that's retrograde. I got something in my eye since earlier. I'm gonna have to go get some candy. My bad. Hi, Laura. I hope you're feeling better. Mercury is freaking. Yo, it's gotta be more than Mercury. This can't just be Mercury. There's no way. Or like cheat day on a diet. Yeah, but like the opposite. Like I feel like I'm cheating on my diet. If that makes sense. How are you feeling today, girl? That's funny because like probably like an hour ago, Soraya hit me up and asked me the same question. Today was a difficult day. I'm not even gonna lie. Today was a more difficult day than what I've been used to lately, like physically, not mentally or emotionally, thank God, but just physically. And I think it's like from sitting and like just being crammed. I think that's like my body, I need to constantly be moving. So today was a difficult day, but like physically. How are you guys feeling? Your latest vlog, the timing. My latest vlog. Why would you do that to me? I'm like, why would you do that to me? Now I gotta think. Espérate, wait a minute. My latest vlog. What's today? First of all, let's talk about how I'm gonna get back to that because that's not gonna leave my mind, Shayna. But let's talk about how I thought today was Wednesday all the way to like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock p.m. I was like, oh shit, today is fucking Thursday. Which is like Kiki, it's funny, but low key, I'm pissed off at myself. I'm very disappointed because the intention was to go live with you guys here during the daytime and then do, that's how true it is. My glasses almost smacked the shit out of me. Let me put them down. The intention was to go live during the day here and then do this nighttime thing with the members. So this is going to be the second Thursday in a row that we haven't gone live on members. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I might finagle that tomorrow. Like I might move some things around and go live here on LiveMas in the day and then do the nighttime, just kick it, chill, pull cards, catch up with the members. I mean, I guess it's better that way because it's on a Friday, you know? But all day today, I fucking thought it was Wednesday. I thought tomorrow was Thursday. Crazy. I mean, I'm not complaining. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm not complaining, but you know. I can't believe this is my second year here. How did a year go by? First of all, when I tell you I felt that in my little heart, because just this October that passed, when I was getting ready in the end of September, when I was getting ready to do the anniversary live, I was like, there's no way I've been doing this for 5 years. There's no way. It's like I blinked on some I Dream a Genie shit, and here we are 5 years later, which is insane. Because literally, where the fuck did the time go? I hopped in the live and heard doing a lot of cheating lately. I was like, wow, that's not your character. Yo, not at all. This is how I know y'all my people because y'all already know. All you had to do was be in the live for a few seconds. Like, wait a minute, this don't sound right. Let me hit the phone a little bit, make sure I'm hearing this correctly. No, but I've definitely been drinking a lot more juice than I would like to. So I'm about to go on like a landslide of like straight binging water and do like juice maybe once a day, if that. I could do it because I just did 21 days of straight um water. That's the vlog that went up today. Where's Shayna at? I'm like, where's Shayna at? Step to the front, step to the front. That's the vlog that went up today. What she said about the vlog? Your latest vlog, the timing. The timing. Everything is in divine timing, my sister. You already know. You already know. That's the vlog that went up today. How could I forget? Editing. Editing that vlog was, it was something for sure. Editing that vlog was something. I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of had a little bit of anxiety about that vlog. Or it's not even really a vlog, it's just a sit down, really. But editing it was interesting to say the least. That's fucking crazy because now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, now I'm a little bit hesitant to open my emails tomorrow because I usually do that on Friday mornings. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, yeah. I usually do that Friday mornings. I usually go through my emails. I try to catch up with all the comments on both the platforms now. And I'm maybe even, depending on how I feel, by the afternoon, I start to go through like some of the DMs on social media. But now I'm like, maybe that's why I scheduled that video to come out today on a Thursday. I'm like, what was my thought process in doing that? Like when I scheduled it, did I realize it was a Thursday? I had to have known. Because when I tell you my emails and my DMs are probably going to be wild. This is why I keep my notifications off. You heard? Like a lot of people always tell me that, like, yo, why the hell you got social media and you keep the notifications off? This is why. My DMs be looking crazy. Matter of fact, I gotta do one of those posts on Instagram. From time to time, I'll like look through some of my DMs and I'll screenshot like some of them. I'll black out like who it's from and stuff, but like I'll screenshot like funny ones or like some real shit, like something that I feel like is a dope message. I'll screenshot some and Damn, I gotta look in the book, but I have it written down because there's like a whole name. That's a whole thing that I've always done on Instagram. Every like once a month, I'll do it. Like I'll deep dive and give you guys like a sneak peek of like some of the crazy DMs that I get. Cause my shits be wild. Literally on my way to the store, I need some munchies for this live, yo. It's crazy because I'm not even gonna lie. All day today, I've been like, oh my god, I'm really go live today. I'm in pain. I can't do it. I can't go outside. Like fuck it, it's about to be what 2 or 3 days in a row. We're gonna do it from the fucking kitchen table. And I was just telling my man earlier, like I'd be like dreading the action of like getting like doing it, as far as like going outside, setting up and shit, especially because it's cold. But once I'm in it, like I'm in it. And I think that's what pushes me every time. Because I never regret doing it, you know? I never regret coming live. It always be like a vibe, like Deb said. Of course, you had anxiety telling all your business to the world. Yo, you know what's crazy? Who was it? When I was editing that video, was it my man or Izzy? Might have been my sister. Somebody, while I was editing the video, somebody had called me and was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm editing the video, blah blah." And anyway, the question came up of like, "You sure you're gonna do that? Like, you sure you're gonna like say everything?" And even I told my man too, like I gave him a heads up. Like I mentioned a few things in there, so I'm just giving you a heads up because it's my story, part of it, and I'm telling it. This is what it is. And even he came on and was like, "How you feel about that? Like, you sure you're gonna do that?" But honestly, it's the way you just said, telling all my business. That girl, that video was like an hour. I don't know if you watched the whole thing, but like easily, it's not even 25%. And I literally just like that video from today is a gist, like a gist of a gist, a gist of the shit. Like I got stories on stories on stories. You heard? And I think honestly, Shayna, is again funny that you say that. Interesting that you say that because I feel like that may be one of the reasons, one of the main reasons why I didn't bat a lash even like putting that up. Because I said a lot, but I didn't say like too much. I didn't give too many details, you know? It's brave as fuck. Thank you. Hi, Starla. Look at Chincha, the first one to say hi to Starla. My guy Chincha got whatever snacks you picked up today, they got all the sugar. My guy is in the chat. I love it though. Actually, shout out to my guy Chincha, yo. It's crazy. It's crazy for me to look at the chat and interact with you guys. It's surreal. It's not crazy. It's surreal to me still. Like when I see certain names that have been with me from like the first week I've been on here, I love you guys for real. Sarai, I think Sarai is working. I think she's working. I might be wrong. I think she's working though. When I typed that, I thought that too. Yeah, well, just a summary, just a gist, you know. Let me take this out, Yahweh. It really helped to know I wasn't the only one, specifically during 17 till now, going through those things, girl. My heart goes out to you because honestly, if I think about just like one problem, one issue, one burden, one situation, just one, like off the top of my head, when I have the thought of anyone going through just one of the things that I've endured, man, I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy. It's crazy, right? Because when people talk about like traumatic shit that they've been through, it's a thing for me of like, or even when I talk about certain things, like, my personal experience, when I talk about certain things, and it's bittersweet when people could relate to the things that I've been through, because it's like, damn, so I wasn't alone in that, right? And so it feels good, but then in a sense, it's like, I don't want us to relate on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to relate to nobody on that level, because I don't want to know that, or I don't even want it to be a thing that someone that I know, someone that I respect, someone that I love went through something even remotely close to what I went through. Does that make sense? Hi, Martha. It's funny, Starla, because it's literally in your name. Like your handle, it's literally Starla Ray's Truthful Tune-ins, which is super dope. It's super clever too, but super dope. Is there a way to tell how long you've been following someone? Because I think it's been like 4 or 5 years for me now. It definitely has been that long for you, which is funny because seeing you write that, and I'm like, why you not blue? I'm like, why you not blue? Like, I'll be like, psh, psh, slapping myself, like, you be slacking. You know what it is? Because a lot of these, especially like when it comes to like setting mods or dealing with anything with the members, it can't be done from the mobile. It has to be done from the Safari, or from the internet rather. So I always mean to do it and then I forget. But Angel Vibes is right. It's funny because I remember in the beginning, one of the first comments I ever noticed from you, I remember you said, like, you were commenting about something, but like at the end of your comment, you literally wrote, like, I've been following you for already a year or whatever. This is my first time commenting. And that first comment, you was already locked in for like a year or so, maybe even a little bit longer. So you definitely been with us for a while. Thank you, Laura. It's I had that conversation, kind of. Um, the part where you said the strength needed for that type of vulnerability. I don't necessarily feel like it's for everyone. Um, I think that a lot of us, the strongest thing we could do is stay quiet about certain things, or just not speak so publicly about certain things, just depending on everyone's situation. It's really surreal to me still that I'm on any public platform, even before this YouTube stuff, when Instagram, my previous Instagram was like at 20 something K. And when I shut it down, because I was just like, it was just like a fun thing that I was doing. I wasn't really doing anything like purposeful on it. And so it just didn't sit right with me. And so I took it down. And I was off of Instagram for about a year, maybe even two. And then when I came back a few years ago, I started the Instagram that I'm on now. But why was I saying that? Oh, because it's still surreal to me that I do anything publicly. Because like for so long I was the complete opposite of that for a long time. For a long time. I knew. I didn't think it was the knight, but I definitely knew there was another sword card under this. So it's a 6 of swords. That in itself makes me feel like somebody is anticipating that something bad is going to happen, or that something like bad news is going to come in. First of all, this feels like, and I did a reading like this and I titled it for the members a few weeks ago, and I titled it something along the lines of like, is this something that are you intuitively picking up on this, or is this something that you're thinking so much about and you're manifesting? Like discernment, right? And so the fact that because the only card I can see was the Six of Swords. And in my mind, as these cards were on the table and I'm talking to you guys, I had to pick it up because I knew that there was a sword card behind it. Like I didn't see it, I felt it. Honestly, I thought it was like the king, maybe even the page. I didn't see the knight. Like I didn't think the knight, but the knight is here. So we have 7 swords. And so there's definitely somebody who is anticipating something negatively. And spirit wants somebody to be very careful with that energy because they could be manifesting something negative. It's interesting because even so today, I haven't looked at the comments on that vlog, right? I'm a little bit, tomorrow I'm gonna need like a really big bottle of juice because I don't drink coffee, so I'm gonna need like a lot of caffeine, a lot of sugar, a lot of whatever is in it. Because I could only imagine some of the comments that I'm gonna get on that vlog, which is probably gonna be like a little bit of a test for me, myself. Anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is because there's an energy here of somebody trying to convince someone else that what they're doing is the wrong thing. But this is like, so the way that they're showing me this to resonate to me, so that the message resonates for me, is kind of like indoctrination. It's like when somebody is telling you something or teaching you something in the hopes of or with the goal of you believing it blindly. You know what I mean? It's like somebody is expecting for you to, or will expect for you to just believe something and just that's it, right? But then there's another layer to this. 7 of Swords. This also feels like, it low key feels like a hypocrite because it feels like what this person is judging you about, and then with the same spoon, they're trying to feed you and tell you that you shouldn't be judgmental of other people, if that makes sense. Um, it's interesting because Spirit is like, you can say it. You can say it. This feels, this happens a lot within religion. This happens a lot within religion. Um, Not that I'm against any religion, because honestly, it is what it is. And I believe I said that in the video. It is what it is. Whatever you believe, you believe. Who the fuck am I to tell you not to believe it? You know, if anything, I'm very open minded to the point where I love to have conversations with people. My favorite ones are with people. I love to have conversation with people who are like minded. And I think that that's very necessary. But I also love to have conversations with people who think the complete opposite way that I do, or come to solutions in a completely different way than I would have come to solutions. Because I just feel like there's a lot to learn from people who move differently than you do, you know? And so, especially when it comes to religion, I'm not really a stickler with it. Whatever religion you are, I don't care if you're purple and you're Muslim or if you're green and you're Catholic. I don't care if you're gay and you're Catholic. Like, it is what it is, you know? Um, the message on the table, though, that feels to me like someone who's saying, like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And kind of giving like the side eye. But then one of your messages within that religion itself is not to be judgmental and not to this and not to that. But in the same breath, you're doing the same thing to other people. I don't really want to stay on this topic for too long. Especially the fact that I just posted that vlog, because I'm like, I could only imagine. I could only imagine. So, 7 of Swords. And this could even, again, it could be a romantic situation. It could just be something that has transpired, even something at work. There's worry here. Somebody is also worried about something they need to say because it's swords. And so it's words, it's communication. Somebody could be worried. Somebody could be worried that they're going to get notice of something. I don't feel like it's negative, but I feel like someone feels like it may be negative. You know what I mean? I think the strength card came out yesterday. I believe it did. Anyway, today it's coming out sideways, and it came out with the Knight of Wands. If you've been with me for a while, you know this is my fuck boy, my fuck girl energy. Came out kind of sideways with strength. Somebody feels like they're losing their power. Somebody's losing their control over something, over someone. Somebody feels like something may be going in a way that they didn't plan, that they didn't anticipate. There is a heavy sense of somebody's definitely kicking themselves in the ass in the worst way, like the most rough way too, the way that they're saying this to me. They could be a Leo stressed out. A Leo is stressed out because they no longer have control over a narrative. Somebody could be telling their story. Touche. Because somebody could be telling their story and their role in your life or their role in your story. It wasn't so pretty. It wasn't such a nice one. And so someone's worried because they no longer are going to have they're no longer going to have the control over what they look like to the public, how people see them, how people respond to them, what people think of them. They're worried that they're going to lose control of that once you open your mouth, because somebody's making me feel like you and your big mouth. But I don't, like I said, with the Seven of Swords, I don't feel like it's a negative thing. I just think someone is going to feel like it's negative because of, it's almost like when we say in the spiritual community, my light shining on someone who's all darkness, they're not going to like that. The light is a beautiful thing, but someone who's in the darkness, they're not going to appreciate it. And before this even came out, I was right on the money, because the person who it is someone who's in the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who never really had any real intention on doing anything with themselves, or this, because it's hot energy, literally it's fire. It's someone who's on and off. It's someone who's in and out. It's someone who's around for a good time, but they're never really there for like the longevity of anything. They don't have it in them. It's not how they're built. It's not how they're structured. So this right here just validates for me what I said before this even came out, which was this Seven of Swords doesn't feel like a bad thing. And in fact, the way that this fell out, it's almost like someone knows, like we're coming close to you opening your mouth about something. It's inevitable. This is something they know this is going to happen. You may have shared, I said this a few minutes ago when I was telling Shayna, I was talking to all of you guys about when Shayna brought up the vlog from today. And I was saying that me and my man had a conversation, and I kind of gave him like a fair warning of like, yo, I briefly touched on X, Y, and Z. I'm just letting you know in case you watch the video, because he be on my channel. I feel like someone may have done that, which is crazy that to think that, right? Because it's like You, in order to tell your story, you don't need to give nobody the heads up. You don't need to. I mean, it's common courtesy, I guess, but like really that's not something you need to do. It's not necessary. Spirit is making me feel like whoever this person is that you've given a heads up to, whoever this person is that you've given a heads up to, they don't deserve a heads up. Because they don't, because spirit is, the way this comes in is almost like spirit is saying, yo, the shit that that person did, or the way that that person handled you, or the way that that person handled the situation in regards to you, they shouldn't even have access to you anymore. So they should be counting their lucky stars just in that aspect. Touche. Touche. For someone here, this Leo energy, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit disconnected from the Leo energy, which is very strange because I mean, I guess it's not really too strange because I'm an Aquarius. So Leo is either a hit or a miss for me. I either love you with my whole heart and I'm ready to take a bullet for you, or I can't stand you and I'm ready to be on the other side of that pistol. There ain't no in between, with the men and the women, in every regard. Romantic, platonic, business, like it's hit or miss with Aquarius and Leo. But when I say disconnected right here, I feel disconnected from this message in regard to Leo. So I'm either talking to a Leo, this is something that's transpiring and it's about you, but it's like in regards to you and what you're doing with your story, if that makes sense. And if you're not a Leo or you don't have like really heavy placements in Leo, then the fact that I'm disconnected from it is because they're showing me a sheep and a lion. Oh, what's the song? I think it's Kanye that he says in the chorus, he says something like, um, what's a king to a god? Well, what's a god to a non-believer? He's Yo, you mad nosy and your phone is mad loud, first of all. I knew she was listening. Have kids, they said. They said it would be fun. It has not been fun. SOS. Like, send help. The reason why I was saying that is because on the Leo card there's a lion, but on the Knight of Wands it's a horse. And they, if you look from far, they almost look the same because of the color, but it's two different animals. Two different animals, two different beasts. I don't know why they keep bringing me back to this, but I feel like if this is someone's light and someone's dark. So I don't know if this is one person or if this is someone dealing with someone who is a polar opposite, which I made reference to that just now. I just saw well, I just noticed when I was talking to Izzy that there was a card that flipped. I didn't realize this when I put the cards down. It's the Page of Wands. Now I'm like, my trust issues. I want to make sure nothing else flipped. So there's two wands here, but this is somebody who's undecided. Whatever this decision is, somebody hasn't, either they don't know that they have the power to make this decision or that it's their job to make this decision, or this is someone who doesn't know what they're going to decide on. Because one of the wands is in like upside down and the other one is in the upright. And it's also the page that's in the upright. So again, the younger energy or the more not unevolved and not immature, but it's like this is something new to you. It's something you haven't experienced yet. It's something you haven't. Can you take out two patelas for me? What? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't even. Yo, she looked at me like you was a big bag. Someone wants to get to a place where they're no longer in this Knight of Wands energy, because this is in the reverse. So this would be someone used to be like this, and now they're trying to not be, or now they're no longer in this energy. No, one bundle is what I meant.
You only have 2
packs left. We're about to make some more. Z, if you're gonna eat pateles, take your own out, because I'm eating both in my bundle.
You gonna eat? This is the last of it.
Theo never came to get his bag, right? It's still there?
Yeah.
That's not normal. I saw him last week. I'm about to call him and harass his ass tomorrow. That was the Rider-Waite, the mini version, for anybody who's not familiar with it. This is the Zilliq. Wait, yo, I got the comments in front of me. Y'all don't even come for me. I got the comments in front of me, so I'm going like this. Like if this is where it's been a long ass day. I'm pointing the shit to the wrong camera. What?
Put it inside that water?
No, just leave it for a little while. I'm gonna put it to boil in a minute. There's water in the pot?
Yeah.
From before, from earlier? I'll do it now. What I was saying, this is the Zilliq Tarot, is what I was saying. This is actually the deck that I wanted to pull. For today. This is the one I probably should have started out with, but you know, whatever. We here. The Chariot. Cancer energy with the Six of Swords, which the Six of Swords was the first card out today. Six of Swords. Something is scientifically proven, or like, listen, somebody could have been waiting for something, like waiting for a sign on something, and it's like, yo, honestly, like just let time is gonna show you. Time is gonna show you, because somebody's like, it's in the science, like it's a fact. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's literally science, but they're using that term of like, this is a fact here. Like that, you can't argue this with me. This is fact. Read it. It's in black and white. It's that kind of energy. I don't know if this is you saying it to someone. I don't know if this is an argument. I don't know if this is a conversation. Somebody, so the Chariot is emotions, is Cancer energy. Somebody may actually be getting their facts straight in regard to whatever this is, but it's like someone's getting their facts straight, and they're, because I kind of see someone like leveling out their head and their heart. So I had the Six of Swords, which is cerebral, and the Chariot, which is the heart, the emotion of something. And so it just feels like this is a fact, like these are facts. Someone is the way that someone is getting or regaining that balance between the head and the heart is by looking at the facts. If this is romantic, this is like, for example, this is do I love this person? I love this person. However, these are the facts. And it's interesting because last year, it might have been around this time, like from the fall of last year on Patreon, which all that content is on the membership. But around this time last year, we did kind of like an exercise on Patreon, where we wrote down a pros and cons list. I can't remember like verbatim off the top of my head why we did it, but we did like a whole exercise where we did pros and cons individually. And then we kind of like came back and discussed it as like a collective on Patreon. We did this. But anyway, the reason why I'm tapping into that is because I'm feeling that energy here of like, there's a question on the table, right? There's a decision that needs to be made. There's a question of something. Someone may have been confused about something, or someone may have been just stuck between something. Either way, I think that no matter how long, because so first of all, wands, we're talking about days, so it's not that long. So if this is something that you've been stuck on for a long time, this message being wands is telling me that you're not going to be stuck for much longer. For other people, this is a message of this is something that came up out of nowhere, but it got you stuck in real life, but like you're not going to be there for long. Because again, this is days or weeks, even days, because I think weeks is swords. Either way, the point being, um, the way someone's going to get out of this Knight of Wands energy, because again, it's in the reverse, it is by doing something that they've not done before, right? Page of Wands. And what that is to me, again, with the Chariot and the Six of Swords, is someone who's like, you know what? What's the facts? This, I love this person, right? Again, if this is, for example, a romantic connection, it's like, I love this person. Or even if it's a friendship, because, or a family dynamic, it's like, let's remove the love from this. Let's look at the facts. Did this person do this? Was this a mistake? Or did this person do this repeatedly? Because once it's done one time, that one time is your mistake card. By the time you do it a second time, it's no longer a mistake. It's now a choice that you're making. And so I feel like someone's breaking something down of like, let's look at the facts. And once all the facts are on the table, I'll be able to be clear and make my decision. Two of Wands. But this is in regards to something that you felt unsure of, not confident. There's the strength card. We saw the strength with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Someone isn't this is interesting because I personally don't know, like, and I guess we all have a different capacity, right? We all have a different limit, because I feel like with that Seven of Swords, somebody is weighing the option or weighing their options, like, was this Seven of Swords something, because it's a Seven of Swords, it hurt me, it affected me, but is it a Seven of Swords that was done maliciously? Is it a Seven of Swords that's unforgivable? Is it a Seven of Swords that I could work through? I could forgive. I could help this person not repeat that cycle. Like, somebody is is bantered. Somebody's going back and forth, but it's with their own decision. They're making up their own mind about something. Literally, the mind, swords. Literally, the mind, swords. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. That's the energy of somebody saying, like, I forgot who I was for a minute, like a split second. And that split second really in reality was like 2 years type shit. But it's the saying of someone saying it. Like, I lost myself for a minute there. For a minute. I was kind of doing things that I would not have been normally doing, allowing things I wouldn't normally be allowing. I kind of fell off the wagon for a second there, or I kind of was doing something that I shouldn't, like, I knew better. You feel me? But like, just because I did it don't mean I need to stay in that energy. In fact, by staying in that energy, I'm only repeating it. I'm only digging myself in a deeper hole. So like, and I guess Izzy and I kind of tapped into this energy kind of last night, if you rocked with us yesterday. Because it's kind of along the lines of like, as long as someone's willing to do the work, they're always going to be able to redeem themselves. It's interesting because as I said that, I'm like, they can always redeem themselves with the Lord. Because somebody's sitting there like, who said that? Was it Rick Ross or Mike Jones? One of them said, God forgives, I don't. Because that's what I heard just now. Like, yeah, everything's redeemable. Not in my book. Not in my book. Somebody's like, God ain't done with me. I ain't there yet. Like, God is going to forgive you for the shit you did, not me. Ask God for forgiveness. Don't apologize and ask me for forgiveness. Yo. Ace of Pentacles, another card that came out yesterday with the High Priestess. Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Most of these cards came out yesterday. The High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. This came out like this. Two Pentacles, two Wands. No, 7 Wands. 5 and the 2. 7 Wands, 2 Pentacles, and 7 Swords. 7/27, July 27th. 2/77, February of 1977. Someone knew that this was going to play out. Someone knew that this was going to play out the way that it did. Like whatever happened or whatever is happening or whatever's about to happen, because for some of us this may have happened, for some of us it didn't, right? But there's going to be a point, or there's been a point already where someone sits there and is like, I didn't call that. Like I didn't say that was going to happen because I said that was going to happen. It's almost like you look at somebody with your eyes big, like, didn't I say that? Like, wasn't I just talking about somebody surprised? And if you're surprised by something that you already foreseen happening, it's because you're literally still doubting your intuition. The way I got this whole setup over here, your girl is crippled, you heard? Heating pad and everything. A todo volumen, puñeta. I also, right, because the Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess, first 2 cards here, I just was saying this, how I made a video with this same message and I posted it for the members recently. Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess tells me that there's a question here. Is this something that you've foreseen happening, or is it something that you are manifesting? Be very careful how you are speaking about certain things, especially if it's like things in regard to you, your family, your loved ones. Like, be very careful with that energy. Because the High Priestess makes me feel like I knew it. But the Ace of Pentacles is like, you knew it, or is it something you manifested? Is it something that you were working toward without even realize you were doing it? Z, you playing the game? How busy are you? You can't answer my question with a question, Boogie. That's not how we do things for the last 18 years. Oh, please don't ignite the flame over here with. Hell no. Póngame la agua. You're going the wrong way. Where's what? The pot. What you thought I said? My non-speaking Spanish Puerto Rican child from the Bronx. Because I never was taught it and I know it. So I thought you were just gonna. Exactly. But I never said it was your fault. What I'm saying, well, I do be saying it's your fault because you should have taught yourself. Listen, I had to keep you alive for 18 years. I gotta fucking teach you Spanish too, bro. I taught you how to wipe your ass, how to do your hair. I taught you mad things. No, ma, the pot is right there. It has water in it. A little bit. Yeah. That's from the other patele. We in the ghetto, right? I feel like I haven't been saying that. Welcome to the ghetto. Empty that. Yo, y cochina. I didn't raise this kid. AI must have switched her out or something. I knew you were gonna say that. Is it crazy that I'm low-key contemplating doing another batch? No, she's a stripper giving me a lap dance. I ain't got no money for you, Bukiana. She goes to one concert and all of a sudden she's like turned. First of all, yo, y'all know like the old ass family member that you know is not gonna get up to chase you. That's what I feel like right now. Cause like, why would she do me like that? Why would she do me like that? And it's the fucking King of Pentacles in the reverse, which don't we already have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright? So like, it's very much giving me these vibes right here. This tablecloth, not conducive. This right here, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Strength in the reverse with the Page of Wands in the upright is give. Did you put what you put in that water? You gotta put salt.
I didn't do it yesterday.
Oh, you didn't? That could explain a lot.
I thought it tasted fine.
Don't spill, girl. That's how you measure?
Measure with
Because that was a lot. She's trying to kill me, low key. No, don't pick another card because you're going to piss me off. And then people in the comments are going to be like, you're so mean to your daughter. Exactly. Exactly. What is you doing?
I can't see. I'm too blind.
Somebody, I was going to say something, but you know what?
No, say it. Go ahead, say it because you
No, because look what you did. Look what you did. Because now I can't make eye contact because she's going to want me. She's looking at me, ain't she?
No.
Yes, she is. I feel it.
No, she is. You're talking about her.
No, she was looking before. King of Pentacles in the reverse with the Queen of Pentacles gives me the vibes of the Knight of Wands, Strength in the reverse, and the Page of Wands. Someone wasn't pulling their weight. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone wasn't pulling their weight. Someone wasn't supportive. Someone wasn't providing stability, emotional support, love, care. They weren't pulling their weight. Their promise or what they represent or what they vowed, if it's a marriage, someone wasn't pulling through with it. This guy, she pulled him in the reverse. He also wasn't gonna make an appearance. How you like that? Because that to me speaks volumes, right? Let's look at the facts. He was not. He's not even supposed to be on the table. Anyway, I got the Wheel of Fortune. These cards flipped when I was shuffling 20 minutes ago before Isaac came in the kitchen. Wheel of Fortune with the Ruin card, which is the Ten of Swords, and then the Queen of Wands, which we saw the Queen of Wands when I was first shuffling this deck. This is somebody who goes from the Ruin, from the Ten of Swords to the Queen of Wands. And Spirit is making me feel like somebody's going back to the Queen of Wands. Somebody was already in that position. Somebody was already confident. Somebody, because, I mean, and it makes sense because, first of all, we already saw the Queen of Wands, and also strength, we seeing it in the reverse. In order for this to be in the reverse means at some point it was in the upright, which is the same reason why I said what I said about the King of Pentacles. He came out in the reverse, but for him to be here means that at some point he promised to provide the stability, the financial, the emotional, etc., etc., etc. He said this, he vowed this, he promised this, whatever. And now for whatever reason, this is how he's coming out. Someone could have also been away for a while, because I said he's not even supposed to be here. She pulled him randomly. I was already done. This is the right away. I was already done with this deck. And so she pulled him out. So someone, you may feel or you may be saying that, like, you're not even supposed to be here. Like, so didn't you leave? Didn't you bounce? Because again, if it's in the reverse, it was in the upright at one point. That's interesting because it almost, so the King of Pentacles being in the reverse with the Knight of Wands being in the reverse, excuse me, makes me feel like, because if we flip it, somebody, when they promised to provide, when they promised to give you stability, emotional security, and all that good shit, they weren't solid with it. Like they weren't consistent with it. They were in and out. And now someone's vowing to not do that, not be in and out, not be around for a short time, right? They're promising you the long haul, but what they're delivering on, either you no longer feel like it's necessary, you're no longer desiring it, or this person, because this I'm saving this part of the message for last because to me this doesn't make sense, but this might very well be what somebody's doing. They were coming in, when they came in originally, they were coming in with something to offer, with something to bring to the plate, but they weren't being committal, or they weren't being solid. They weren't around for a long time. So were they providing you financially? Were they providing you emotional security? Were they loving? Did you feel comfort? This is a gaslighter. This is a love bomber, is what this is. Because the providing is here, but it doesn't never stay for a long time. So now someone is either washed up or depleted, or if this is like some type of third party shit, if this is romantic, somebody thought that they had a better option somewhere else. They got turned down, which got them to stop going in and out because now they no longer have anything else to entertain. Now they're ready to give you all of their energy. I'm doing this because all of their energy that they have to give is not really much at all. Somebody's realizing that they were settling for less. Somebody. Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Somebody's realizing that all along they were actually the prize. Somebody's saying I drove myself insane, batshit crazy over this person. I would call this person, they wouldn't answer. And then one day to the next, after being gone for 2 weeks, this person was around and everything was all Gucci and rainbows. Like, I drove myself insane. And someone's sitting there weighing the facts. Didn't I say this in the beginning? Somebody's weighing the facts because now they're sitting there and they're like, the head and the heart, I'm weighing it out because I'm looking at the facts of what's transpired. The whole time I was so emotionally invested in something, but I was after something that is bare minimum shit. This isn't somebody that I would want to even grow with. They can't provide what I need. Especially the fact that we see the Queen of Pentacles. She's in the upright. Do not knock into the camera because you could have come right over here. Shyla, over here. Over here. Over here. Come on. Show the people that you understand because I see you. She's looking down at my hand like, I'll think about it. On this end, what I took out was, because I seen it, the adjustment card, which is essentially justice. Justice. I'm going to pull like 3 more cards from the Awakened Tarot. Is that the name? Yeah, the Awakened Tarot. Because that's another deck. I was like, I definitely want to pull from this one and that one. Felicia. That doesn't look smart. It doesn't look like a bright idea. It doesn't. She's going to go for it. Tú no haces caso. What are you doing? No. Your ass is in their face. I hate when she does that. That's not okay. Get on my lap. Because the table is for glass, not for ass, Boogie. Come on. Come on. Get off the table. That's not sanitary. You know that? I don't like that. I don't. I only let you on the other table because I don't eat back there. It's not okay. How she been with us 4 years and don't got no home training? That's how you know she runs around this house like she pays bills. What? She looked at me. She had one paw up in the air like, I'm going to touch the table. No. No touchy. Stay right here. Oh, watch the microphone. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You be cock blocking. Get off the table. Zebra, can you put it in for me? Please. I'm kind of tied up here. This is a bonus card. This is the deck. And this is the Four of Cups at the bottom. With the Hierophant. Somebody decided to settle. Somebody could be settling out of court. Or somebody settling like within a connection. I'll be honest. If it's a connection that's active and you're settling, I think the settlement, you're getting more from this than what you would be getting from investing in something else. So why the settling aspect if you're coming out on top? Especially like if this is a financial thing. I don't know why I guess somebody may feel like I'm settling here. Somebody's like, I don't have to be here. I don't have to do this. I don't have to. Somebody's also telling me anybody else in my shoes wouldn't do this, wouldn't settle, wouldn't stay. And so that's also why they feel like they're settling for something. The way you just parked yourself right here is crazy. I should put a card under your paw and take a picture of you. You don't want to be bothered, huh? Wow. 10 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. Someone feels like they're settling for something that should have ended or something that was extremely chaotic. There was a time somebody went through a really rough patch. I don't know if this is a romantic thing. I don't know if this is a friendship, family. Somebody went through a really rough patch and they're learning the very valuable lesson that anything that's long term is going to have up and down seasons. Because things went from being really, really bad, really, really difficult, almost unsurvivable, is what it feels like, to things being good, which feels a little bit strange to me. And I think that's the energy of whoever's tapped into this, whoever's resonating with this. It's like, this feels almost surreal to me because I'm so used to things being like this. So for things to be like this now, somebody's kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. The other card that fell out was face down, so it's an unknown energy. Whether it's unknown to you or unknown to other people, it's going to be different for everyone. A tower. Somebody went through a tower. Somebody may have caused a tower or like caused the tower. I was going to try to look for another word. So there's a lot of water. It's covering it. Okay. somebody may have went through a tower, but it's a tower that their actions orchestrated it. They're the ones that pulled the Jenga. That's Jenga, right? The wood blocks. They're the ones that pulled the Jenga piece that caused it to come down. But whoever that person is felt it because they're right there in the thick of it. They're the one. It's like they're showing me a big ass building, and someone's literally at the foot of the building and pulling the button, pulling the piece off, and the whole building just comes down on them. I don't know why the feeling is like I thought I was gonna pull this button and it was gonna fall that way or that way. And when I pulled the button, it fell like this on top of me. That's interesting.
The karma.
Karma, but somebody, for some reason, somebody genuinely didn't think they were going to receive karma for something. So either this is something that was unintentionally done. They pulled the button, but they may not have realized that that one button was gonna bring the whole tower down.
No, but you just said the opposite. They pulled it thinking it was gonna go forward or that way.
Not thinking it was gonna go that way or that way, but in their mind, like, what's the worst that'll happen? In the event that it's gonna fall, it can't possibly fall this way. It's gonna fall that way anyway. Or it could be either one. It doesn't have to be.
I feel like it was intentional.
Why?
Because of what you said. The first thing you said was they pulled it on purpose. They knew they were pulling.
You have to talk loud. You don't have a microphone since you want to be all in the videos. You dead ass work for P. Diddy in another life.
What?
You always want to be in my videos. Suge Knight warned us about people like you. He did.
Said that I feel like it was intentional because the first thing she said was that they pulled it out knowing it was gonna fall, but they just didn't think it was gonna fall back on them. They thought it was gonna fall a different direction. But either way, they thought it was gonna fall. Is the point.
That makes sense.
Also, this is my favorite card.
Which one? I was gonna say something, but I forgot we live. See, I ain't fucking with you. I'm having my quality time with my grandmother. I'm like, one more card. One more card. One more card. Let's put it back. We're putting it back. We're putting it back. It's a 4 of Cups. So it's a 7 of Cups, right? But it's a 4 of Cups because the 7 with the 6 is what? 13? 1 and 3 is 4 cups. It's the 4 of Cups. That first card that was under the deck when we pulled the deck out of the box, it was 4 cups. So the same way we started with the Rider-Waite with the 6 of Swords and ended with the 6 of Swords energy, it's the same concept now with the 4 of Cups, which in itself, that's a message. The 6 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, no matter what the journey has been like, no matter in what reference the journey is, like whether it's a love thing, romantic, platonic, family, whatever, even if this is like a passion for something or someone, 6 of Swords is someone moving on, finally. What they're moving on from, the things that never were for them to begin with, the 4 of Cups. But I do think that that 4 of Cups really took someone on a ride, like a ride for their life type of thing. It's like, this wasn't for me. This wasn't right for me. This wasn't the best thing for me. But like, if I didn't go through it, if I didn't have it, if I didn't experience it, I could be missing or could have been missing like a big chunk of me, a big chunk of my life. Like there's real important lessons that tie into this. And there's also the understanding of this. Because I think that had this message come out 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when it came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago, somebody was sitting here like, that don't even make sense. Like there's no way. There's no way. There's no way That the person that I'm dealing with right now, that's everything, right? Because we saw the King of Pentacles at first was showing up, just wasn't showing up for a while, for a long time, you know? It was only showing up here and there with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So if this message would have came up 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when the relationship first started, or um, when the business first started, a few years ago when you first were old enough to understand your parents' dynamic in real life, or when you were finally old enough to understand your grandparents' dynamic, like there's an energy here of like, had this come out or had this been presented to you when it was presented to you in the past, it didn't resonate. It was your story, but it didn't resonate because you weren't where you are today with the capacity to understand it at a level that it needs to be understood. Collective. Did I tell y'all that I thought it was Wednesday all day today? I love you guys wholeheartedly and I fuck with you guys the longest way. Come on, mama. I gotta get up. Felicia. Oh my goodness. And you're not gonna be on my lap because I'm about to eat. You're not. Anybody ever had like a spoiled baby that needs to be carried 24/7? Because that's literally what this life is like. Don't scream at me. I can't with this girl. Anyway, I love you guys wholeheartedly and I fuck with you guys the longest way. My bad. This was like for the late night crew because the fact that we on and it's like almost midnight over here, or it's 12:30. Holy shit. Say bye to them. Say bye. Oh, no, don't scream at me. Day 6. Ooh. 8 of Wands and Justice. 8 of Wands and Justice. Collective. Like I said, tomorrow, I feel like I said that yesterday, but tomorrow I'm going to try to go live early. Felicia, you're going to unplug it. Oh my God. We'll be back tomorrow for day 6. And for the members, more than likely, we're going to be going live twice. We'll do a LiveMas Live, and then we'll do like a chill vibe thing in the nighttime for the members. I love you guys, and I fuck with you guys the longest way. If anything resonated, please don't hesitate to hit that like button. And I will catch you guys mañana. Sin falta. Si Dios quiere, pero sin falta también. You heard? I love you guys. Have a good night.